notice from now on, every episode is going to be starting with some music. That's right. Me talking and introducing something, nope. Let's just let the music play, let the music speak for itself. Well, just getting back to the next episode of building our track of Deep House. What I've just made you listen to is a percussion sound. It's a sort of a beep. And when I heard it, I just felt that, maybe this could form a part of the melody for the track. Well, what I've done on this is, I've just taken that beep and added some effects on it. Basically, when I heard the beep the first time when I was browsing through my folders and everything, it wasn't sounding exactly like this. So just to give it a little bit of feel, form and texture, I've added something called the ring shifter on it. Well, the ring shifter which I added is from Logic Pro X. It's a very, very amazing plugin in Logic Pro X and you've got to check it out. So what I did was, when I added ring shifter, it just changed the form of the sound. It just took it to making it like a melody, not just a beep. Then once I exported it and got it into Ableton Live, what I did was added a little bit of a delay, a reverb and a compression. So the sound now sounds like this. But when I was playing around with it, I didn't feel that it was just complete. I needed something a little bit more. Well, what to do? One of the easiest things to do when you're making a track and you want some sort of a variation, or you want your melody to become slightly more wider or have some sort of an element which is different, what I do normally is transpose it. So what I've done is, I duplicated the track and I just took the pitch of the track higher. So now the track sounds like this. So that's what I've done. Just transpose it high up and that's what you get. And if you listen to both of them together, this is what it sounds like. So the melody in the lower pitch sounds very, very nice, gives you the bass of the track, the low ends. And then once you transpose it higher, the high end of the melody comes once you've transposed it. So now if we listen to this track with the melody, this is what it would sound like. Now, just listening to the melody again without the groove and the bass line, this is what it sounds like. Let's add on the bass with it. Man, I've already made a breakdown for myself. We can just keep building up the track. Let's just introduce the kick, nothing else, just the kick. Can you feel the vibe? Can you feel the groove? It's just sounding nice, dark, deep and nice. And now slowly, what we'll do is just activate the solo button on the other elements of the groove. And we have the clap. The hi-hats. Percussion number 1, and finally percussion number 2. Look how full our track is sounding. All we have is 5 elements of the groove, 2 bass lines and 2 melodies. Not even 2 melodies, 1 melody just transposed up and down. That's it. That too, each bass line is playing separately. So technically speaking, in our groove and melody right now, 1 bass line, 5 groove elements and just 1 melody. 7 tracks and we're sounding so nice. Let's take a listen at it again. Well, again, every deep house and electronic track, it doesn't end in about 3.5 minutes. Normally these tracks go on to about 5.5 to 6 minutes. So they involve breakdowns. In the breakdowns you do some sort of a variation, and those variations actually sort of build up the interest for the track. Once the crowd listens to the track for about 2.5 minutes, they need something different in the track. You keep the elements the same, but just maybe change their form a little bit. Well, to create the variation in the groove, what I've done is, to the melody which we have, the beep melody, what I've done is I've added a VSTI called Stutter Edit. This VSTI has been developed by a DJ and a producer called BT. I'm sure most of you must have heard of him. This guy is an absolute genius, not just producing music but even performing live. So once I put the Stutter Edit on my beep, this is what it sounds like. So you heard what happened. Our original melody was sounding something like this. And once we put the stutter at it, the melody just changes its form. The same beep, everything remains the same. All I've done is added stutter added by BT. There you go. The same sound gives a variation, nice breakdown and a nice pickup. Trust me, once the track is ready and you hear the full mixed file, which we will upload for you to download, you are going to love this deep house track.